Why am I doing a wedding song? Hello everybody, I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet. I'm glad to see you again, as we start a new quest into For the Queen! I'm sticking with that. Now, today, we're going to do it a little differently. In the past, for the last few episodes, I've had Elra, Joe, and Jogan doing their thing with everything. We're stopping that today. We're going to have another game of adventure mode, but this time, we've got a little special team ready and prepared for us. Introducing Team Hobo! As you see here, we have Billy Bob, Billy Joe, and Billy Terry. You can tell which one's my favourite and which one I hate the most. If you can't, you haven't seen enough of my episodes. So, let us just get straight in with our hobos. Oh, goody! We start in Poison Land. Right. Well, this is a way to start and a half. I don't even know why I'm looking at the market. The hobos start with no money. Additionally, I also noticed this about the hobo. They have 65 in every stat, apart from when they are on when they are above apprentice level difficulty. Apprentice, they got 70 in every stat. Why they changed this? No clue. But who knows? Maybe it's because of the cap they have on Apprentice, yet they don't have it on this. Why am I still looking at these menus? Go to the quests, damn it. Kill the Goblin Assassin in the Poison Bog. Ooh, those are some nice shoes. I actually feel like I'll go for the shoes. Deliver the locked box to Dryad's Lantern in the Burning Forest. Very well. Thank you very much. I will now leave the forest. And so, Billy Bob begins his adventure with his first quest to deliver an item. Billy Joe wants to get ahead of the race of Billy Bob and gets to the Fire Elm first. There, he discovers a quest for 83 gold, which he promptly accepts, and then regrets his decision because of how far it is. Good job, Billy. Good job, Billy Joe. You're in for hell. Oh no! The path has been blocked for Billy Terry. Luckily, he can bring his friends into the mix. But unfortunately, so can the Chaos Cultist. Whatever will they do? They are going to stab him continuously with their sharpened sticks. And like that, Billy Terry slays the opponent. One remains for them. Billy Bob has been blinded! This is going to be detrimental to him in the future. But Billy Bob does not care. He slays the hag in vengeance. And we give all the gold to Billy Joe because he kind of needs a heal. Billy Bob encounters a devious enchanter who does not give a crap about, because it does absolutely nothing to him. He finds the dark cave. He promptly ignores the dark cave, knowing he is not prepared for it in the slightest. In fairness, I call that more of a kitsune than I do a null. But whatever, developers, your choice. Yes, definitely a kitsune, with that combat style as well. Now, Billy Joe, Billy Joe slays the Null! Well done, Billy Terry, Billy Joe. You may survive everything as it stands. The Null dropped a hat, which it wasn't wearing. That's the folly of the area of the Null. It should be wearing any equipment it has. Who are we going to give it to? Well, obviously, we're going to give it to Billy Terry. Now wearing armor and feeling luck on his side, Billy Terry goes on forth. Billy Bob decides to wait for his brothers before attempting to move on to fight the Null and the Bee. Now, with one of his brothers by his side, Billy Bob feels he can now defeat the Null. Which then promptly decides, I'm gonna crit him. And Billy Bob's weapon breaks! It's the death of his stick! He broke his stick! Billy Bob, why? Things do not seem to be turning good for the brothers this day. But Billy Terry slays the Null! Oh wow, the punch really sucks. Haha, you missed, Bee! You hurt still, though. Punch! And Billy Terry slays the Bee! MVP of the fight, I would say. Killing everything in sight. Billy Terry now has enough gold for a good old rest at the end. Billy Bob completes his quest! Well done, Billy Bob! You're on your way to be a top-notch adventurer. He equips the boots and gets rare and looks at the quests available in the board. He sees a very valuable quest and thinks, yes, I am going to take that. And then thinks, screw you. That was just where I was. Billy Joe, meanwhile, is in the back trying to catch up with his brothers. While Billy Terry takes a much-needed rest at the inn. Billy Bob finds himself lost in a cave. Good job, Billy Bob. Oh no! A Null has ambushed Billy Joe! And the Null has a friend. Luckily, that Null friend can't hit for crap. But now we've learned it can... A valuable secret of it, that it can stun. Billy Terry's weapon breaks! This is a disaster on the highest caliber! Now, with only one of them armed, the brothers have to make do. One has shoes, one has a hat, and one has a stick. This should go well for the brothers. Well done, Billy Joe. You did a frightful amount of damage then. But Billy Terry could not handle it out by punching back. But neither can the Null, apparently. Well done, Billy Bob. You punched that Null, you gave that Null a good old punch. Ooh, and with this, we discover who still has his weapon. That is Billy Joe. So it looks like Billy Joe is the one getting equipping the party with weapons. No, it's the strength character of the party. God, get these things right. A rusty chain. Billy Terry decides he will take on the burden and support his brothers. Now, where will Billy Joe move? There's a quest to go to the night market for Crash. So that is where the brothers decide they must go. A trainer! This is a rare opportunity. It's a shame that we are hobos and have no money whatsoever to our name. A sanctum of focus. That will be very useful for Billy Bob, who needs to be healed. But meanwhile, we are going to leave. The other brothers are going to wait for their brother before attempting to fight the Null. And he, having now missed his second turn, Billy Joe gets fed up and decides, I am going to fight the Null with my brother, Billy Terry. Billy Terry gives the Null a good wallop. And Billy Joe sucks, like he always does. Go on, Billy Terry. Give the Null another good wallop. That is why Terry is MVP, and always going to be my favorite. Ooh, we have a weapon. Ooh, who will get this weapon? I'm thinking Billy Terry, considering he is armed currently only with his fist. And a bee swarm appears before Billy Joe. Oh, what is his luck today? The bee attempts to poison, but fails. The bee attempts to poison, but fails. The bee attempts to poison Billy Joe and succeeds. Oh, the humanity! Billy Terry gets his bow and shoots the bee, but fails to kill it. Billy Joe saves the day and finishes it off, though. Ouch, says Billy Terry, getting hit by the bees. This is not good for Billy Terry. Another almost kill! Billy Joe finishes it off. Come on, Terry, you're letting Joe upstage you. What is going on right now, Billy Terry? That's better, Billy Terry. That's more what we expect from you. And the bees, being the cheapskates they are, give absolutely no loot. What do I need to do now? I need to go back to Elm Forest. Just as well, because we need to go down there anyway. Billy Bob, being Billy Joe, tries to catch up with his brothers. Bob is generous and decides he's going to leave the Sanctum of Focus for his brother. Good job, Billy Terry, who is now going to use it to gain another point of focus, who is then going to fully restore all that focus and gain another 2 points of focus. Wow, Billy Terry is the most focused man you'll ever find. Billy Bob now decides to rest at Fire Elm to gain his strength as he waits for his brothers. Billy Joe catches up to Billy Terry, but unfortunately Billy Terry has to be on his way. Oh no, Billy Terry has been ambushed! It is up to Billy Joe and Billy Terry to fight the bees. Billy Terry, good luck. Billy Terry slays the bee! And Billy Joe's weapon breaks! Oh no! Oh no! Billy Joe is nearing his death! Billy Terry slays another bee! Billy Joe, in desperate need, is thinking he might need to use his God's beard. Billy Terry slays the evil bee! And gains a nice item. Which he is promptly going to take and use for himself, because he did all the work there. And we get another one, so all is well. They both get one. Chaos is creeping in the land. This only spells disaster for the brothers. Billy Bob fights with Billy Terry to slay the Null. Good luck with your punching. Ooh, not quite Billy Bob. But Billy Terry doesn't need you, Billy Bob. Billy Terry can do it all by himself. Oh no! Billy Bob has been ambushed by the Null! The Null sets the Billy Bob on fire! This Null is starting to cheat! Run away, oh, no. Billy Bob, you must run! You need the aid of Billy Terry. Billy Bob, why can't you run away? Billy Bob, in desperate need, decides he will focus on running, and run he does. Now with a Null in their path, the brothers need to make their way back. Need to somehow make it back to Fire Elm. Desperate for health, Billy Joe decides it's time he used a Godbeard. And now all three brothers stand and fight the Null. Billy Bob punches, barely damaging the opponent. But that was a good punch from Billy Terry. And Billy Joe is as useless as ever. Alright, redemption for Billy Bob. He gets his revenge on the Null. All finds itself well for the Billy brothers. And Billy Joe finds himself rich beyond all compare. Now the equipment must be made for the brothers. But he will wait until his brothers are there. So for now, he will end his time. With all the brothers now standing in Fire Elm, they decide how are they going to sort things out. The equipment is limited. But who knows what they will need in the future. Billy Bob Joe finds and buys himself a club. He then looks between the equipment available and decides he will buy Billy Bob a lute. Understanding the need, Billy Terry provides his hat to Billy Bob. The brothers, now with money, for the first time in their lives, begin equipping themselves ready for combat. With the brothers now equipped with their limited resources available to them, and the brothers fully restored, they prepare themselves to fight the Jelly Cube. They look upon their foe with great fear. However will they fight it? With a beautiful song made by Billy Bob and a clubbing made by Billy Joe. Billy Terry, I thought you were meant to be the good one. The brothers all poisoned! The brothers all double poisoned! This is not good for the brothers. However will they survive now? Good job, Billy Joe! Maybe you're not as useless as I always call you. The brothers must kill the cube in order to earn their equipment. The beautiful, blessed vest, I believe it was. The narrator has already forgotten what it was. This is not good of the narrator. Ouch! That hurt the brothers to no end. But no matter. No, Billy Terry, why? Oh, Billy Joe, you have saved the day. And all but Billy Bob have leveled up. Now the great question. Who will be receiving the equipment, the armor? The brothers agree on Billy Joe, as he did so well in that last encounter. Again, with the other armor, Billy Joe looks to be making himself to be quite the tank at the moment. The brothers all decide they need to visit the healer to make sure that they are fully restored and ready at life. Billy Joe gives his brother Billy Joe gives the wrong brother all 6 gold. So Billy Bob gives the right brother 10 gold. The brothers then decide it might be time for them to try out that dungeon. Ambushed by an archer, Billy Bob stands his ground, ready to fight, ready to kill. His music is off tune. The skeleton is unaffected. Ow! As he is blasted by ice. It looks like Billy Joe might be needing a shield. No! Says Billy Terry as he misses horribly against the archer. Come on, guys, says the narrator. This is starting to get sad. Kill the bloody skeletons. Well done, Billy Terry. You finally did some damage. Now Billy Bob will do the same, finishing off the archer. Ooh, so close, Billy Joe. But the skeleton just survived, and because of it, it hurts your brother. You are to blame for your brother's pain. But then again, your brother is also to blame because he apparently can't hit anything against the skeletons. Something tells the narrator Billy Terry has a fear of undead. Abusing the mechanics of the game, Billy Terry takes all the gold, and the brothers prepare themselves to enter the dungeon. And to start with, they come across a merchant who has some very nice items. But then the brothers promptly explain, "We are hobos. We have no money. Can you give us anything for free?" And the goblin promptly vanishes. What a prick. The brothers move on. They come across a goblin. They think, we can get our revenge against this goblin. But then, God damn it, Billy Terry. What is wrong with you today? The goblin promptly falls. And now it's time for the cube. Who manages to poison Billy Joe? Ow, that must hurt. Billy Terry promptly shoots an arrow into the head or skull of the skeleton. How do arrows kill a skeleton? These questions will haunt me forever now. The brothers promptly begin blasting the cube with all they have, but the cube resists so much. Ow, say the brothers, as they are poisoned by the effects of the cube. An arrow promptly brings down the beast. Again, somehow. Armor. The brothers are debating who should get it. They believe Billy Terry, considering his current health. The lockpicks go to Billy Joe. Oh, and the amulet goes to Billy Bob as Billy Bob as well, considering he is already getting bonus gold. Billy Joe and Billy Terry promptly heal themselves using the God's Beard, and then quickly move on. Surrounded by ghosts, demons, and ghouls, what will the brothers do? Billy Bob decides to attack a ghost, but is promptly off tune, dealing no damage. Go, Billy Terry. You did an alright amount of damage. However, even with Joe's perfect hit, it will not be enough. The brothers decide to promptly blame Billy Bob for doing absolutely awful. Billy Bob then decides to redeem himself and perfectly kills the ghost. The ghost must fall. Billy Bob, Billy Joe, do your best. The ghost promptly falls to Billy Joe. The brothers are doing fine. Remember guys, this is how all great adventurers start, as mere hobos looking for their next paycheck. Ask any character that plays D&D otherwise. The brothers promptly debate who will get these new fancy boots. And after much debate, they believe it should go to Billy Joe, as Billy Joe, it would appear, will soon be the tank of the group. But because of this, Billy Joe graciously gives his boots to his brother. Now all the brothers have shoes for the first time in their life. This is a great achievement for them. And with a chest at the end, who knows what else they will find? Another bow, which Billy Terry already owns. They decide to give him another, a vision scroll, providing vision for the brothers. Billy Joe obtains a shield. Now, with Billy Joe in hand, he decides... Billy Joe decides to leave that. And he will promptly ignore the sword in the stone. And Billy Terry will go to his brother and say, "This is how it is done." And obtains a great sword, a bastard sword, which he is going to promptly give to his brother, because it was too aptly named, considering how much of a bastard his brother is. The brothers quickly need to find shelter and go to somewhere safe. They decide to continue down south. Billy Bob giving his brothers each 5 gold for the inn, where he then promptly makes his way there himself. Billy Bob Terry then asks his brother for another 5 gold, considering he is poisoned. Billy Bob agrees, and gives to Billy Terry the same treatment. Still cursed with unluckiness, Billy Terry now looks at the quest, sees nothing, and then decides we need to head over to Yomber. We must go through the poison bog. Billy Terry then negates his previous thought and thinks, Something is about to happen in this place. And then encounters a big fat ogre. Or troll. There is many heavy penalties for cleaving Joe. Do you think you'll be able to do it? Apparently so. And apparently a cleave is not what I thought it was, and that is AoE, it's just a giant big hit. The brothers try to make past his You know what? The narrator doesn't even know what he's saying anymore, and is just gonna let the brothers do what the brothers do. That is, kill a troll, and then and then give all the gold they find to Bob. Considering he gets nice bonuses. With daylight nearly here, the brothers decide to take another look at the armor available in the store. And then Billy Bob says, I'm the only one not wearing any clothing still. Look at me, my chest is bare, while you are wearing your blessed vest and leather vest. Allow me to buy myself some armor. The brothers reluctantly agree. And Bob buys himself some really nice looking armor, which the other brothers get a little annoyed about, considering it's very fancy. And they spent all of their gold on it. Now the brothers wait for the inevitable encounter with fate. Billy Joe is under attack! And must defend himself. With no healing to his name. How will Billy Joe do? Billy Joe, being stubborn, will not allow the... Oh wow, Billy Joe. You blocked it. I am impressed. One more slice away and Billy Joe knows it. He needs only dodge the next fight, which he does! Oh. This is starting to hurt the narrator's voice. Can you please just get over yourself? Billy Joe then promptly goes back to Fire Elm and has a night's rest at the inn. Whereas Billy Terry just stays admiring the view. With the frame rate dying, the narrator is getting quite annoyed and promptly scared of what this recording is going to be like. Billy Joe and Billy Bob. No, not Billy Joe, Billy Terry and Billy Bob. I'm getting their names mixed up. This is not good of the narrator. How dare I? Down goes the Null. Oh, and the hag nearly goes with it. But it looks like it's up to Billy Bob to finish off the hag. Well done, Billy Bob. Now take that gold. The brothers look upon the item and think, what the fuck just dropped this? How are we this lucky? We are not meant to be lucky. And Billy Bob says, well, I'm the lucky one getting all the gold. Give it to me. Terry promptly agrees. And Billy Joe is none the wiser. The brothers agree they need to promptly get through the poison bog and kill the Bandit King. But at the same time, the narrator looks at the main quest objective and thinks, how the hell haven't I purged a realm dungeon? I killed that black thing. Unless you mean the realm dungeons are literally the storyline dungeons. And then it's kind of a case of, What the hell, game? Billy Terry slays the hag in his path. The frame rate dies as rain appears, and the brothers quickly begin to fight some bees. Billy Bob is poisoned. No, Billy Bob, why but you? You are always my favorite. The narrator lies. The brothers are kind of sucking today. But Billy Joe is doing all the damage, it seems. The narrator thinks, maybe two-hand weapons aren't as bad as I always thought they were. I should try using them in my proper campaigns. And the bee goes down with an arrow through its eye. With the lowest resistance available, Terry decides he should get the sponge. The armors, the brothers, fairly armored now, to say the least, begin and press on with fighting the poison mark. With rain and sludge trudging through their boots, this is nothing that the brothers have never experienced themselves before. The brothers ready themselves to fight the Bandit King. Billy Joe finds Sanctum of Wisdom and thinks, ooh. Chaos raises again. What will the brothers do with this chaos? About the chaos of it? About the chaos. The brothers think, it does not concern us. We are doing nothing. Swarmed by bees, Billy Bob and Billy Terry must fight them off. But these bees are stronger than the ones before. Oh no, guys. Whatever will you do? Shoot it in the eye, apparently, and just let it die. And music it to death. Bees are very sensitive to sound, don't you know? Oh no, Billy Terry. What have you done? You have failed horribly. Now you must be poisoned as payment. Now with both brothers poisoned, reluctance appears. As the frame rate continues to get worse, Billy Bob heals himself, and Billy But Joe thinks, fuck it. I will happily take the poison. Let us kill the Bandit King. Ouch, says Billy Terry. Ouch, says Billy Terry again. This is not good. The brothers think to take out the henchmen first. And Billy Joe is useless, as always. Ow, that hurt. This does not look good for the brothers. Is this where their journey is destined to end? Apparently, if Billy Joe decides to act like that, considering he's all the damage we have... No! Billy Terry, why? Oh, and Billy Joe manages to block it. Well done. Billy Bob, finish it off. Why, Billy Bob, why? The brothers are looking weak, but they decide they need to press on. They cannot allow this madman to keep... They cannot allow this madman to maintain his ways. Billy Joe, with his mighty sword, did near nothing to the beast. The beast man. No! It looks like Billy Joe is going to succumb to his wounds soon enough. So in a final grievance, Billy Joe does that! And then doesn't die. If only you had crit. Bye-bye, Billy Joe, as he succumbs to his wounds. You will be missed, Billy Joe. And down falls the Bandit King. But at what price? The brothers are now only 2, rather than the complete 3. The brothers mourn their the 2 brothers mourn their fallen brother. And decide they must need to press on. But what is this? A cult device! It offers to resurrect their brother. They may have hope once again. Billy Bob quickly rushes over, uses every focus he has to work it, and decides... Oh no, a hag gets in their way. You will not separate us from our brother. We have lost him once. You will not get in our way. And Billy Terry revives his brother! The brothers now are 3! No sacrifice, no loss, no repercussions! But the brothers quickly agree they might need to go find somewhere to rest very soon. The Golden Plains offer salvation, but how much will it give? The brothers about to leave the swamp and move on to the plains. What will happen? Who knows? Find out next time. With the story of the 3 Billy brothers. Next time. Well, everybody, this has been today's episode of For the King. Decided to do it in a little bit of a new way, a kind of narration way. Tell me if you like it. And we'll continue the story of the 3 brothers next week. But for now, I'm afraid it's the end of the episode. And I must bid thee adieu. So, until the next time, I bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.